Hey everybody, Frank here, Godzilla Island, with something a little nostalgic for the 90s kids here, I think. I'm here for the Major Squad with an unboxing of the Godzilla Trendmasters comic. Now these are a little tricky to come by. Some interesting packaging here. I'm trying to carefully open this here. But they're a little tricky to come by. A little background on it, 1994, Trendmasters was making Godzilla figures in the States, in the UK, and with the 10-inch figures came a comic. Now, one of the interesting things about the comic was that it was printed in black and white. Okay. Some very interesting packaging. This is an eBay buy here. They were printed in black and white and in color. Now, to get the color, you had to get the 10-inch Godzilla figure. And only the 10-inch Godzilla came with the color edition. Now, it's not a full-size comic. But it should be a pretty decent length comic. This one that I picked up from what I seen in the pictures online in the auction, it looked very promising. It looked like it was in good shape. Let's see what we have here. So Godzilla Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Monster Island Unleashed. Not bad. Pretty good shape for a 20-year-old comic. I got this color one a little cheaper than they normally go for. A little creasage here on the back. You can't really see. Here, I'll open it up for you. It's definitely not grade worthy, but these are really hard to find. You can find the black and white ones fairly cheap. I wouldn't go nuts paying anything astronomical for these comics, but let's take a look here. So we have the Trendmasters comics logo here, approved by all the cool people at Trendmasters, stamp on the bottom. And let's open up this bad boy here and see what we got. Okay, so it is a color paged version. And the other 10-inch figures, like I said, they came with black and white. I mean, it's just... Yeah, the pages are very crisp, though. The cover is a little, like I said, creased up, but the pages so far seem in great shape. I mean, I just love the Trendmasters Rodan designs, just all the designs and colors. The villain is super Lex Luthor-ish looking. I mean, look at him. I mean... If you didn't know better and you see a comic cut like this, you'd be like, oh, that's Lex Luthor. Wow, this looks really, really good in color. Just look at that. Oh, it's a really gorgeous art in this book. I'm glad I picked this up. I had no clue that this comic existed. I sort of stumbled across a eBay auction a few months back, and I was like, oh, what's this? And it was going really cheap, and I didn't bother bidding on it. I'm like, let me do a little research on this thing and see what the deal is. And I went back 10 minutes later, and it was a buy it now, actually, and it went for like nothing, and it was gone before I could go back to buy it. You can see here there's a little separation of the cover, like the glue's coming undone. But the book pages itself are great. The cover's just the only thing a little beat up. You get a little bio here. Now the regular figures, like I said, there was 10-inchers, which were a little bit harder to find back in the day. I never owned a 10-inch Godzilla Trendmasters figure, so I never seen this comic in my life, or read it in my life, even if I did back in '94, I wouldn't remember reading this, but I definitely didn't have any 10 inchers. I had the standard size, which I believe were around 4 to 5 inches tall. They made 6-inch figures were exclusive to Kmart. And those came with like vehicles and stuff. They made a ton. I mean, there's a whole Trendmasters community now that's blown up on Facebook for the Godzilla figures. They did Trendmasters Gamma figures, which are much more rare than the Godzilla figures because those did not do as well here in the States. Gamma wasn't well-known kaiju back then, I would say. Stateside, he's growing a lot more popular now with the Netflix series coming up, but I'm definitely going to read this and I'll be giving it a little review on the channel for sure. Thanks for watching this unboxing, guys.